Alright lads, so in less than 12 hours time, the Stone Ritter, Askin, Bambietta, and also Candace are finally receiving their long-awaited resurrections. All three of their resurrections, besides Askin actually, are setting up to be some solid and some of the best resurrections already, and I'm definitely looking forward to trying them out tomorrow. However, as always though, before the characters do officially resurrect, let's have a look back on the characters. How do they play right now before resurrecting? And also, most importantly, let's look back at the circumstance of these characters' release, especially considering that they were the first ever Stone Ritter to arrive in Brave Souls.
活躍しねえとな。
全部まとめてぶっ壊してやるっての。私の T エクスプロードでね。いい気になってんじゃねえぞ、エレクトラケーザ
ー。ギフトベライヒからは絶対脱出不可能だ。ギフトリング。
So while the characters themselves don't officially release until April of 2020, the initial hype of Stone Ritter coming to Brave Souls starts January 6th of 2019, where we got a V-Jump magazine leak teasing the next potential characters. Now, it didn't outright confirm what characters will be coming to the game, but it did say the following: which new character is going to join. Alongside that, we had manga panels of Squad Zero characters and also Stone Ritter characters. At the time when it came to 1000 Year Blood banners, we only got characters that already had existing voice actors, with one exception of course being Yuha, since he could just use Zangetsu's voice actor. It was however around this time where Caleb was showing that they were going out their way to hire voice actors, since we just got the initial reveal of Kanfi on World, with Tokinada and Hikone announced to be coming to Brave Souls with their own voice actors. So the idea of Caleb going out their way to hire voice actors for Squad Zero and Stone Ritter characters weren't too far-fetched, and with this initial teaser at the bottom of the page, excitement was starting to build up. However, it would be a very long time before that excitement was paid off, because almost a year later, January 19th of 2019, we started to get little teasers of characters coming to the game. In this case, the Quincy affiliation and also Squad Zero affiliation were officially added. Now, this was more telling for Squad Zero characters, as the Stone Ritter affiliation had yet to be data mined, and the Quincy affiliation at the time was only put onto existing Quincy characters, which essentially only included Uryu. Fast forward to March 21st of 2020, a day that will go down in history for both Brave Souls and also Bleach, because in the same livestream where the anime was officially announced to be returning, we also got a surprise announcement of Brave Souls news. In this case, the Stone Ritter characters were officially confirmed to be arriving to Brave Souls. The excitement was at an all-time high, but the question was what Stone Ritters will be coming first. And it was only a month later, April 23rd, when we found out exactly what Stone Ritters will be coming to the game, and the way we found out was through a magazine leak once more from Shonen Jump, announcing the official voice actors for the Stone Ritters, the first three that will be coming to Brave Souls, in this case, Candace, Bambietta, and also Askin. At this point, the hype was at an all-time high. Bambietta, Candace, and also Askin, already fan-favorite characters, some of the more popular Stone Ritters, and to have them in their first banner together was almost an instant must-summon for every Bleach Brave Souls player. And with April's end of month quickly approaching, most expectations were these three characters will be arriving in Brave Souls, but it wasn't officially confirmed at this point. Would they be released for April end of month? Was this an advance announcement? That was the big question at the time, but literally less than 48 hours, April 25th of 2020, it was unofficially confirmed they were coming to the game because we got more leaks. Around this time, there was a lot of leaks, surprisingly. The trailer for the three Stone Ritters got leaked. We saw screenshots of their soul bomb and also the trailer's artwork. So it was only a matter of time before the characters did officially release. And of course, April 27th of 2020, the characters were officially revealed and also announced. The community's reaction to these new characters were fairly positive. Candace and Bambietta looked like great characters. Both females came equipped with Frenzy +1, 20% Havoc, and also 20% Berserker. Alongside that, they had some good strong attacks to boot, and most importantly, some really great visuals. Bambietta, most importantly, getting most of the praise from this banner, considering her SA3 looks absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, the banner itself wasn't a home run because Askin, one of the most sought-after Quincies to arrive in Brave Souls, ended up being a brave battle character. The character itself, of course, was great. He was designed to counter Ichibei, and of course, he did that job just fine. But any new character coming to Brave Souls, especially a new 1000 Year Blood character getting the brave battle treatment, always, of course, comes with disappointment, and we're still seeing that even now 4 years later with Minia's most recent release. But even with Askin being a Brave Battle character, bad fillers, this for most people was still a must summon. I mean, Sturm Ritters were finally in Brave Souls. How would you not summon on the first ever Sturm Ritter banner? Even I myself was actually doing content at the time and I summoned the banner and actually got pretty lucky. Oh, that's a fake out. No, it's not. Wait, what? Oh! Whoa! 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 Bro, if it's... Whoa! Whoa! We need 2 more of him. We need 2 more. We can get him 5 out of 5. Let's go. Bless. Woo! that went to a 3 to a 4 to a 5. All right, we got 1 more. We got 1 more. If we can get another Quincy in this. Oh my god. All right, that's a 3. That's a 3. My heart's beating. Whoa! 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 Ooh, come on. I'm in fatal trouble. Oh my god! Bro, we sweep the banner. My name's Torcrunch, bro. Woo! Oh my god. But that's basically the circumstance of the character releases, with a lot of leaks, a lot of teases. Sturm Ritters were finally here, and this was only the start. Jump forward 4 years later though, the characters are finally now resurrecting. I'm excited to try them out. Before we do resurrect them, let's have a look at their actual gameplay. Alright then, so first up, let's have a look at Askin, right? Now, unfortunately, we can't really demonstrate how good he was at the time because, you know, he's a Brave Battle character. The meta itself changes every couple months. But, you know, Askin at the time, for a brief moment, he was the best Brave Battle character in the game, right? And he was a character that was designed to counter the current best Brave Battle character, that being Ichibei. Of course, I already stated that was the most disappointing part about this character. Any Brave Battle character is going to come with disappointment, unless you're Ishin, basically. I don't think anyone was really disappointed that Ishin ended up being a Brave Battle character, or even Orihime. But I mean, visually, Askin looks absolutely amazing. I love his model. Can't wait to see what the new anime is going to do with it, because one of the bigger things we're going to see with 1000 Year Blood with Quincy's in the future, and we already see it now with Kyoge, is the aura effects that we have going on for these Quincy's. Most of their Volstanic, it's very plain looking with these manga characters. The anime itself does go with the new effects and it looks so much better. Kyoge looks absolutely amazing with his new design, his new Volstanic colors. And we can already get a glimpse of what Askin did look like because we did see that briefly in Core 2 of 1000 Year Blood War. But let's quickly go ahead and use this Nat-string, right? That's what we've been using the entire gameplay. I mean, it's cool. I like it, right? Just a simple Nat-string, has some decent range to it, not too bad. His SA1 was a beam forward. Really like the visuals for all of his attacks. And then his SA2 was a debuff. That was quite notable because he was the first Brave Battle character designed with a debuff in mind. And debuffs, again, are pretty good in Brave Battles since it can counteract boosts, which have always been meta for the last like 5, 6, 7 years almost. And realistically, while he did have a debuff, and to be fair, even long after his initial release, because I had him max transcended, I got quite a bit of use out of him. Up until maybe Kenpachi's release, I actually used him quite a bit. Because my whole game strategy, my whole game plan was to debuff the enemies to give me the stat advantage. We now, of course, have a debuff meta going on right now, but Askin was essentially the start. But let's go ahead and use the Sobon. It's a really cool Sobon. It really, really is. I absolutely love it. If you read the manga, you know exactly what that scene is referencing. It's really cool. Askin overall was a fairly solid character. Nothing bad about him besides the fact that he was just simply a Brave Battle character. The hope at the time was for him to get a new PvE character eventually, a new SP character, and unfortunately 4 years later that hasn't happened, but there is a potential chance we do get a new Askin later this year because he did briefly have a fight in Core 2 of 1000 Year Blood War. Askin will eventually get his time to shine again, and you can ensure that he's going to be a very good character and hopefully not another Brave Battle character. Next up, we have Bambietta, one of my favorites in the entire game. I really like this character's visuals. I think she's aged really well in terms of visuals. In terms of character, she was pretty good at the time, if not one of the best speed characters in the entire game. One thing to look at is that SA3 is absolutely gorgeous, right? Bambietta is a character that just does non-stop explosions, and I feel like Caleb did a good job implementing that in-game with this character. As we mentioned, most of the praise of this character came from the SA3, but after a while, most of that praise turned into disdain because, you know, it's a really good looking SA3, but it also does blind you. Like, I remember playing with this character multiple times in Epic Raids, and that SA3 could become a problem, I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, we've gotten frozen here, but let's use the SA2. Yeah, I think to this day, she still looks great, honestly. I'm excited to see what the new Bambietta will look like, especially the Volstanic version, because once more, as already stated, we can see with Kyoge, the Volstanic Volstanic effects looks really cool. And Bambietta's, base Volstanic here doesn't look too impressive model-wise, right? The wings are very plain looking. But the red that we see in the anime, I think is going to look really cool in game. We are actually expecting a power character to end the month banner for April. Who knows? I could see Bambietta being a power character. Maybe we are due a new Bambietta eventually. Definitely in the year 2024, right? Because again, she's one of the first Quincies to enter her Volstanic and one of the first few big fights of Core 2. So we're eventually going to get a Bambietta remake later this year. My guess would be in like the next 3 or so months. But we'll have to wait and see. With that said, let's go ahead and use the sub bomb. Didn't even kill, but I think the boss is out of range. So hold on. Let's finish up with the 3. I'll be honest though, her stubble isn't that cool looking. Like, it's okay. Nothing, it doesn't really do much for me, but I do like the end pose of her just standing over the explosions. That felt kind of cool. One thing I will say in regards to Bambietta is that most of the controversy, to a certain extent, came from Bambietta's voice actor. Most people expected her to have kind of a Candace voice, have more of an angry voice than the happy voice that she had in game, but, it's been 4 years now. Most of us have gotten used to it, and she did a great job in the Thousand Year Blood War anime. So while many people didn't have the best impression for the voice actor when she first got revealed, I think eventually me and many others also came around to actually really liking the voice actor, and I feel like she did a great job. But yeah, again, Bambietta fans, you have a lot to look forward to. We have eventually her Volstanic coming out later this year, and eventually, because it has to be included at least in Giselle's gameplay, we are also going to potentially get a new Bambietta zombie version. So Bambietta fans, you got a lot to look forward to. Last and definitely not least, we have Candace, who at this point in time was regarded as the best character in the banner, and she aged really well, right? I remember using this character a lot. She was my and many other people's go-to main character. Because why wouldn't she, right? Lunge SA1, really good range on that SA1 too. She had a 960 distant AoE SA2 in front of her. And then of course her SA3 was a full screen attack. Visually, I feel like she still looks great, and once more, just like the other Quincies in their Volstanic form, I'm looking forward to seeing what the anime characters are going to like. I have confidence that they will be able to easily make this character look better, especially with the new anime effects that we have going on. Will the character be better though, in terms of, strong attacks? Obviously, it's expected her skills will be better, and as a character, she will be better, but no guarantee she'll be one of the best characters in the game like this Candace was initially on release. Also, gotta say, if there's one thing that I think this character will do better compared to the new one, whenever we do eventually get that, is the Nat ring. The Nat ring, it's really cool. But yeah, we breezed through this quest super fast. I've actually already worked on the character. That's what goes to show how good she was. Bambietta, I didn't really work on her too much. But let's go ahead and use Candace's soul bomb. It's a good soul bomb. It's a good summon. You always want to use it too because that's weak in defense. Again, Candace was a character that there was almost nothing to complain about. Bambietta, she had the iffy SA1. Arskin was the brave battle character. Candace, though, was almost perfect. And her resurrection is also setting up to be a really good one since she is actually picking up a 50% SP boost. So I'm very excited to see how she's going to perform in tomorrow's video when we do officially get to resurrect her. But with that said, lads, that was the video for today, checking out the 3 Sturmritter characters that are about to resurrect in less than 12 hours time. This was a fan favorite banner for me and I think many others. Candace and Bambietta are receiving both good resurrections, so I'm really looking forward to trying them out tomorrow when they do resurrect. Arskin, again, unfortunately, as a brave battle character, there wasn't really much hope for him. And as a resurrection, it's not really the greatest, but at the very least, he is a good link for your potential technique, Thousand Year Blood or Orihime. And while you might not play with these characters all too much even after they resurrect, if you are at least a Bambietta and Candace fan, they are bound to get new characters later this year, potentially in the coming months. So that's something to, of course, look forward to. With Arskin, though, again, unfortunately, it'll be a while before we get Arskin's Volstanic in-game. He might get a character based on his fight in Core 2, but in terms of this Arskin, with this design, it's going to be a hot minute. Either way, though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and peace.